What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is LaBelle. Today, frankly, I'm pissed off. We're talking about players that annoy me. When I go up against these players, this personnel, we're gonna have problems. I know it. My opponent knows that he's gonna cause them. I get upset. I get emotional. We've seen it happen. You've experienced it. I've experienced it. If you can relate, like the video. Also, would you like to see, it'll be a long video segmented with the top 5 players when we're looking at attackers, midfielders, defenders to go with the best value buys throughout all the big leagues. We're talking Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, Ligue 1, Serie A. If you want that, also like this thing right here. And this is subjective, my opinion. I'm sure that you will share with some of my defeats, but you might have other players that have put on a clinic against you that you hate seeing throughout the weekend league. Fantastic. We have a comment section. Give me your list. Don't just critique mine. You're welcome to critique mine, but tell me your list. I'm revved up. I can't control the heat of my apartment. It's cold inside, but I'm a hot fire. Fuego. Listen, criteria. You need this. Pay attention. Players must be annoying. They must also be active. That means I'm not going with the high-rated icons. I'm talking about players we see in rotation throughout weekend league play. This list is not composed necessarily of the best players. I want to be clear on that. And lastly, quite a few of these players, it's the way in which they are used by your opponents throughout the weekend. It will all make sense shortly.
What's up, my beautiful people? You know we equal, man. It's dirty. Hurry, gather round. Don't you worry, hold it down. This one's going through the town. Pass it around one, two, on the wall. Living life like it's Fifa, and I only came to bow. Martin subs aren't as common as they once were. But when you see him, you know he's going to be elusive, evasive, and motivated. He's like a dog when you open the front door. He sees that crevice of space. He's going to go for it. He's shooting for that opportunity. Always taking his shot. That's how I feel with Martins and splitting the defense. Getting him behind. He's problematic, and even now, this past weekend league, I hated every time that I saw the super sub Martins. And it was even more frightening or terrifying if he was a starter, because you have too many options in this league or just in general. That means you know how to use them. This guy is special for you, and I felt that. Anderson Talisca. I know. I use him frequently. I call him the Brazilian Superman. I'm a supporter. Maybe I'm part of the problem. The access is there. You see him as a super sub. You see him as a starter. He's unusual. He's unique, and he's simply just gifted. And his versatility allows for so many problematic matchups. A big reason that I've grown to dislike going up against him is because as a FIFA enthusiast, often I see him in a 4-2-4 or something crazy offensive, and my opposition decides that he's not going to use his midfield. He just lobs it to Talisca and he knocks it down and starts the counter attack. Where's the creativity? Where's the dynamic play? Where's the ins and the outs? The intricacies that we love to support, the skill moves, sessions, the 1-2s, the easy on the eyes. I hate it from a stylistic approach. It makes me upset. And simply, Talisca's also the real deal. Long legs. He's like a spider and he's about to get in the prey. But he's the size of a center back, but he moves better than most wingers. Renato Sanchez, in form. Genuinely, I just think he's that good. Not everyone who uses this foot item is an abuser, but there's too many guys that do run back, track back, sit back. Just look at you. You get a mirror, you and Renato, and he shuts you down. Whether he's used as a defensive mid, the box to box, or some new type of position where he floats. I don't know. He's already a FIFA legend at an 82. If you have the UCL foot item, he's likely to grow and improve. This is concerning. Unstoppable in the midfield. Rashford. I know. Hold on. I understand. I'm in love with this man. I feel like we're in a relationship. Rashford, you and I are dating. And that offsets Rashford to the point that I have him at number 7. Otherwise, maybe he'd be number 1 because I don't stop him either. You get a scoop turn here, scoop turn there. He's just made for FIFA success. He has that extra something, that it factor. The size, the skills, the pace. He does it all. The finishing. Just take a moment. We can talk about this. How many attackers that are not icons are better than Rashford? Don't worry. I'll give you a list. Mbappe, CR7, maybe Neymar, but more so as a center attacking mid or a winger. Even in that striker position, I think that I'd take Rashford. In fact, I used both of them last weekend. Rashford shattered Neymar if we're measuring statistical output, especially with goal scoring. And it might be different in competitive play, but Rashford's ease of use is unparalleled. And he gets the bounces. He gets the ugly goals, the pretty goals, the ones that fall in between. If he was going to the bar as a single man, everyone at the bar wants to get a piece. They want to buy this man a drink. Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder, he's got the 84, he's got the 86. And is he the same type of rat? Because I like to call him Splinter as he was last year. No. But does he still have a certain essence or a certain scent or aroma that's attached to Ben Yedder? I'd say that's a fact. He still scores a lot of goals against me. I still don't enjoy seeing that matchup. Maybe it's a mental connection. I look at this man as the leader of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That hits deep for me. As a kid growing up, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, whether it's the TV shows, the cartoons, the movies, the action figures, influence unmatched. I'm talking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was bigger than the likes of DBZ. Bigger than Power Rangers. I had the sewer set up, the video game, the arcade, every way I could connect to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I was there. And Ben Yedder has harnessed that leadership quality. Whether he's a starter, he's coming off the bench, he's active, he's lethal, and he just gives confidence to the rest of the players when they're going forward, they're looking to score goals. Teemo Burner, similar to Ben Yedder, 85 or the 86. It's more so what he stands for. He's a straight line attacker. You know the approach that you're going to get with Teemo. Your opponent's not going to do anything extra. You will get spammed by bridge dribbles, through balls, and team press, high press. That's what he stands for. Teemo Burner, the burner. He is going to cook, and you are the meal. Well done. Adama Traore. You might say, really? A 79? Super sub Traore? This man is actually fuel. When you're trying to gas up your vehicle and you're thinking to yourself, all right, I'm going to get gas option 1. Your backseat driver says, nah, we need to re-up with something a little more special. We want the spectacular. We want the premium fuel. What do you have? I've got the Traore. I think we're going to rev that up. Traore is like when you see the females at the club, they're bringing out the $1,000 bottle. That bottle is full of Traore. You need to get something special. You want to be bougie. Traore, birthday edition fuel. I am all over the place with the analogies. That's why you came here. We talk different. We move different. We walk different. Our vibe and our energy and our passion. You don't want to see the bottle of Traore. Also, on a side note, I don't believe his statistical allocation when he comes off the bench. Something has been boosted. I don't want to just say my players are tired and we've got this bowling ball that's faster than everyone, has the skill moves, stronger. He's boosted. Something's going on there. Only when he comes off the bench. Varane, he's in every team. Reminds me of FIFA 20. I got to beat this guy 3, 4, 5 times in order to get a shot off. He's faster than your attackers. He recovers better. He's massive, big body, French links, in a big league. He's clumsy, but it works. It's as if when Varane stubs his toe, you fall down the stairs. He's like makeup remover, but instead of removing the makeup, he's covering up the mistakes. He is a mistake remover, and he's going to headline every defensive back line. If you can afford him, how could you recommend against him? He's unbelievable, and I hate him because it doesn't matter how you use Varane. He will be impactful. If he stands still and looks at you, you contain. AI blocks, no problem. He chases back. He's fast enough. Goes for something with aerial pursuit. Big enough, tall enough. He's going to win all of those. Every time I think I've beat Varane, it's never the case. And forget about it if we add slide tackles into the equation. Lone Mbappe. And I want to be very clear, it's not the normal or the standard Mbappe, and not because he's not amazing, that he's not incredible, but at the same time, I feel like you paid for that output. He's not as common, and he's extremely dangerous, and I just don't put him into the annoying. I just say this guy is one of the best players in FIFA. And at the same time, I also get matched up against people that have the standard Mbappe, and I'm able to beat them. I find my inner FIFA capabilities, and throughout the 90 minutes, I make adjustments, whatever it might be. This loaned Mbappe, mentally, it just feels like a loss. My opposition chose to use this on me, and you've been saving it all this time. You got a limited amount of games and it's coming out for me. I know that I'm special in all the wrong ways, that this is a punishment for something I've done. I have committed FIFA sins, and my punishment to rectify those sins is loan Mbappe. You are always one scoop turn away from death, and he has superpowers. You get the double dose coming off the bench. Pure problems in every which way. If you don't relate to lone Mbappe disrupting your gameplay, how much of this installment have you actually played? Kante, topping my list. He is the chase back wonder kid or wonder adult or wonder man. We should really just call him King Kante. You don't beat him. And it's always that one type of player who just runs with Kante, never switches off, goes in circles. I mean, the tackling numbers, the interceptions, the balance, the agility, the stamina is almost 100. And I'm not sure how many players can even rival Kante going forward. And just think when he gets a promo or an upgrade or some sort of new foot item, who is going to defeat Kante? I go up against players frequently, elite caliber, caliber. They don't even try to swap off Kante. They just let him roam the midfield and the AI takes care of the rest of the business. And when you're in that match and you're focused, you're dialed, you believe you can defeat this man or this team or this squad. And then you see him intercept, tackle, and you watch your opposition lack of commitment to moving other players. If anything, he's completely committed to Kante, and that is bad for you. And you're gonna know it. There's no doubt about it. And you're gonna complain. I've been there. I'm qualified in complaining. If you've come to any of the live streams, twitch.tv/Mike LaBelle, you can confirm this easily, hands down. This is Kante for me. As much as I respect you as a football player, I very much so dislike you every single weekend. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed everything, you want more content, make sure to drop a like, turn on notifications, keep the hype on the up and up. We are working daily, both on YouTube and Twitch. Everything is linked down below, and I have a lot more content coming out for you ASAP.